Hi everyone! My name is Harvey Pineda, and today I'm gonna share my reflections about the 5 videos I watched about chip manufacturing and future technologies. And honestly, before watching them, I only knew that chips made computers work, right? But I didn't really know how deep and complicated the whole process really is. After watching everything, I realized that it's not just about small circuits or metal layers. It's about human intelligence, creativity, and precision, all working together to build something microscopic but powerful. It made me think like, wow, these ships that we usually don't even notice are actually one of the greatest inventions of modern civilization. Without them, there'd be no phones, no iPad, no computers, no AI, or even no modern cars like Tesla. Everything starts from these tiny little wafers of silicon. So yeah, here's what I learned from each of the 5 videos and how they all connect to how our technology and maybe even our future is built on these chips. The first video I watched was chip manufacturing, how are microchips made by Infineon Technologies. This one amazed me because it started from something as simple as sand. Like, who would thought that sand could turn into a microchip that powers your laptop or your phone? They take raw silicon from sand, purify it, and grow it into a crystal called an ingot. Slice it into thin wafers and use those wafers to build transistors, billions of them, on one chip. What really stood out was how unbelievably clean and advanced their fabrication plants are. The video said that even a single speck of dust would destroy an entire chip worth thousands or even millions. So the engineers wear full body suits and they control the air, temperature, humidity, all that variables, and it made me appreciate how much effort goes into creating something that small yet so important. Behind every chip, there's a whole world of science, precision, and teamwork that we usually don't see. We usually see just the end product. The next video is Why Making Chips is So Hard by Tech Algon. This video really opened my eyes about how complex the whole chip industry is. It's not just about technology, it's about economics, physics, and politics all at once. Building one chip factory can cost over $10 billion, and only a few companies like TSMC, Intel, Samsung are capable of doing it. Every time the transistors get smaller, the process becomes 100 times harder, which this explains why cell phone or laptops are usually more expensive at some point than the powerful PC rigs. Just like with the laptop, you can spend at around 70,000 just to have, have a powerful somehow like capable of running heavy applications. While unlike the computers, you can usually get that price at around 40 to 50,000. They also explain that even if you have the money, you still need the right machines, materials, and most important, the people. Some parts are made only by one company in the world, like the lithography machines from ASML. That really shows how fragile and interconnected the chip supply chain is. If one country stops exporting a single part, the entire industry could freeze. It made me realize that chips are like the oil of the digital age. Everything depends on them. And the next video, which is the third video, is Photolithography Step by Step by Jay Wong Lee. This one was super detailed and honestly kind of mind blowing. Right? Photolithography is like printing extremely tiny patterns onto the silicon wafer using ultraviolet light, and they use masks and chemicals to carve out circuit designs that are smaller than a virus. It's crazy to think that the patterns are measured in nanometers. That's a billion of a meter. The video showed how light is used to draw transistors layers, and if even one step goes wrong, the whole wafer would be wasted. It's one of the most delicate and expensive processes in the world. After understanding that, I started to see chips like works of art, made with science but perfected by precision. It's also cool how engineers keep pushing the limits of physics just to make things smaller and faster every year. And so, as we know it, the the smaller it gets, the how big or how expensive it is going to be. The fourth video I watched was How a CPU is Made by DIY with Ben. This one explained the full process from sand to silicon wafer to an actual working processor. It talked about steps like doping, etching, layering, and testing and all of that. And what surprised me was that it takes months to complete a single batch of CPUs. I also learned about FinFET transistors. These are 3D structures that help CPU perform faster while using less power, which is very helpful for consumer CPUs. Ben compared the metal layers in a CPU to highways that connect different parts of a city, which really helped me visualize how signals move around, and it made me realize that CPU are not just circuits. They're like entire cities of logic gates working together. The precision, the scale, and the time it takes just to make one CPU gave me a whole new level of respect for the people in this industry, because in the first place, it's not easy to get into this kind of work or business. You have the you must have the right skills, the right connections, and all. Finally, the fifth video was Top 10 Feature Technologies in 2025 by Simply Learn. This one connected everything to the future. It talked about how advancements like quantum computing, AI robotics, human augmentation, and the metaverse will all rely heavily on powerful chips. That got me interested was quantum computing. How it can solve problems in seconds that even today so supercomputers can handle in years. The video also discussed AI-powered IoT devices, augmented reality for businesses, and cybersecurity for AI systems, and even human augmentation, like Neuralink, which connects the brain to computers. It kind of felt like science fiction, but it's already starting to happen. It made me realize that everything in the future, from smart cities to healthcare, will will rely on advanced chips and faster computing power to actually work. So, if you have heard about the SAO or Sword Art Online, it's an anime of VR, which when I first watched it before, it really amazed me on how the systems work, on how they use the VR systems for medical use, which we are kind of getting closer and closer to that system. After watching all 5 videos, I realized that chip manufacturing isn't just a field of engineering. It's one of the biggest reasons why technology keeps evolving so fast, from the clean rooms of Infineon to the complexity explained by Tech Altar. It all made me appreciate the hard work and innovation behind something as small as a fingernail-sized chip. Without it, we wouldn't have the tech-driven world we live in today. I also learned that it's not just about making things smaller, it's about making them more efficient, sustainable, and powerful at the same time. Every video showed how important teamwork, accuracy, precision, and problem solving are in this field. It also reminded me that even the tiniest mistake can ruin a whole wave. Science about like how small habits or decisions in life can create huge effects later on. Just like procrastinating your homework, and soon enough this will become your habit, and it can kind of distract you from doing what really matters. It's also inspiring to think that everything started from a simple sign that really hit me, because it shows me how far human innovation has come. We literally turned dirt into intelligence. I found that so motivating as a computer engineer, so because it proves that creativity and persistence can turn even the simplest materials into something world changing. These videos also made me see technology differently. Instead of just seeing my phone, my PC, or my smartwatch as devices, I now think of all the people behind them: scientists, engineers, programmers, and innovators who dedicate their lives to making things work perfectly. It's humbling, and it made me want to keep learning more about this field, maybe even contribute to it someday. So yeah, overall, these 5 videos made me appreciate technology so much more. I used to think chips were just small parts, but now I understand that they are the foundation of everything digital, from AI and robotics to medicine and communication. All of it depends on those tiny, perfect silicon brains. Watching these videos honestly made me more passionate about my course and my goals. Now, whenever I use my computer, I don't just see hardware. I see decades of innovations, teamwork, and human effort back into one device. And maybe someday I'll be part of that innovation too. So, yeah, that's all. Thanks for listening to my reflection, and I hope this inspired you to appreciate how much science and creativity go into the tech we use every day. See ya.